there is a place in scripture called Adullam. Not a palace, not a platform, not a promise fulfilled, but a cave. A hidden place where David ran, not because he lacked faith, but because life became confusing. Where the anointed king found himself waiting, surrounded by uncertainty, delay, and silence. Adullam is where God shapes people after the prayer, but before the answer. And if you're listening to this today, you may be in your own cave. First, let's start with when answers used to come easily. There are seasons when prayer feels almost effortless. You pray and doors open. You ask and clarity comes. You cry out and God responds quickly. You begin to recognize God's voice because it's consistent. But then, something shifts. You pray the same way, you fast the same way, you worship the same way, and suddenly, nothing. No confirmation, no direction, no release, just silence. I cry to you for help and you do not answer me. I stand and you only look at me. That is Job 30:20. Job wasn't rebuked for saying this. It was recorded because God allows seasons where faith must operate without feedback. The silence is not abandonment. One of the greatest misunderstandings in the waiting season is assuming that quiet means absence, but scripture reveals something deeper. Let's take a look at Habakkuk 3:17-18. Though the fig tree shall not blossom, nor fruit be on the vines, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. Habakkuk didn't write this after deliverance, he wrote it before. God had spoken once, then delayed. The prophet had to learn how to stand on what God said last, not what God was saying now. See, waiting seasons expose what we are anchored to, God's voice or God's outcomes. Then, what is God doing while He is quiet? Silence often feels like neglect, but biblically it's usually preparation. David was anointed king in 1 Samuel, but hid in caves in 1 Samuel 22. Because see, 1 Samuel 22:1 says, David left Gath and escaped to the cave of Adullam. Adullam wasn't punishment, it was training. In the quiet, God works on motives, character, dependence, obedience without applause. That is why Lamentations 3:27 says, it is good for one to bear the yoke while young. Some prayers are delayed not because God said no, but because you are becoming someone who can carry the yes. Let's look furthermore at when God seems unresponsive. There are moments when prayer feels like it hits the ceiling. David wrote in Psalm 40 verse 1, I waited patiently for the Lord. He inclined to me and heard my cry. See, notice the order. Waiting came before hearing. Faith in the waiting season is not loud. It is steady. It keeps showing up, keeps praying, keeps trusting, even when heaven feels closed. Because we have the assurance in Isaiah 30:18 that says, blessed are all who wait for Him. Not blessed are those who understand, but those who wait. Finally, what to do in your Adullam season is this. If God is quiet right now, return to the last instruction He gave you. Don't confuse delay with denial. Let silence deepen intimacy instead of resentment. Remember, caves develop kings. The Lord is good to those who wait for Him, to the soul who seeks Him. That is Lamentations 3:25. Waiting is not wasted time, it is sacred time. Adullam doesn't last forever. David left the cave. Joseph left the prison. Anna left the altar changed. And you will leave this season too. God is not ignoring you. He is shaping you. If you're in the cave, stay faithful. Because when God speaks again, it will make sense why it was quiet. Until next time, bye for now.